Nnamdi Kanu must not be released. Few days to his judgment. See powerful people against him. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. In the ongoing saga of Nnamdi Kanu's detention, a new layer of complexity emerges with allegations made by Okechukwu Isugozoro, shedding light on the political intricacies at play. Isugozoro claims that influential Igbo leaders, including two governors and senators from the Southeast, are actively hindering Kanu's release. This analysis delves into multifaceted aspects of these allegations, examining potential motives and broader implications. Isugozoro's revelation suggests a covert effort to thwart Kanu's release by advocating for his transfer from solitary confinement to Kuje prison rather than securing outright freedom. The crucial question arises, what drives this opposition to Kanu's liberty? Isugozoro poses that the reluctance of these leaders is intertwined with the approaching 2024 Anambra gubernatorial elections. The fear is that Kanu's release might introduce unforeseen dynamics, disrupting the political landscape and potentially impacting the elections. This raises intriguing questions about the political calculations and vested interests influencing these leaders' stance. The plea for President Tinubu intervention injects a national dimension into the narrative. Isugozoro appeals for the dropping of all charges against Kanu, emphasizing justice and humanitarian considerations. This plea underscores the need for a statesman-like approach, urging the president to address the complexities surrounding Kanu's detention, transcending regional politics. Isugozoro's veiled threat to expose those working against Kanu's release adds an element of suspense, prompting speculation about the identities of these actors and the potential repercussions they may face. The threat amplifies the high stake involved, suggesting that revealing these individuals could reshape alliances and power structures within the Southeast. Contextualizing the allegations within the broader frame of Kanu's detention highlights the international dimension. The claim that Kenyan authorities collaborated in Kanu's extradition adds complexity and intertwining legal, diplomatic, and geopolitical considerations. The ongoing defense of court orders and international condemnations accentuates the contentious nature of the case, sparking debates on the rule of law and human rights. The allegations. Isugozoro's allegation disclosed in a statement on Friday suggests a clandestine effort to hinder Nnamdi Kanu's release. The key claim is that these leaders are advocating for Kanu's transfer from solitary confinement in the Department of State Services (DSS) to Kuje prison rather than securing his outright release. The question arises, what could be the motives behind this purported opposition to Kanu's freedom? Potential motivations. According to Isugozoro, the leader's reluctance to support Kanu's release is linked to the upcoming 2024 Anambra gubernatorial elections. The concern is that Kanu's release could introduce unforeseen dynamics that might disrupt the political landscape leading up to the elections. This raises intriguing questions about the political calculations and vested interests at play, as these leaders weigh the potential impact of Kanu's freedom on the electoral landscape. The call for presidential intervention. Isugozoro's statement urges a plea to President Tinubu, urging him to drop all charges against Nnamdi Kanu and facilitate his immediate release. This appeal is framed in the context of justice and humanitarian considerations, emphasizing the need to respect Kanu's right and legal entitlements. The call for presidential intervention adds a layer of complexity to the situation, bringing national leadership into the narrative, veiled threat and unmasking the opposition. Beyond the allegation, Isugozoro issues a veiled threat to expose the identity of the individuals and groups allegedly working against Kanu's release. This threat introduces an element of suspense to the unfolding situation, raising questions about the motivations, alliances, and potential repercussions for those implicated. It underscores the high stake and the volatile nature of the political dynamics surrounding Kanu's case. Contextualizing the allegations. To fully comprehend the gravity of these allegations, it is essential to contextualize them within the broader framework of Nnamdi Kanu's detention. They claim that the Kenyan authorities collaborated with the Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to extradite Kanu adds a layer of complexity to the legal and diplomatic dimensions of the case. Despite multiple court judgments urging Kanu's unconditional release and international condemnation of his illegal detention, the federal government has not complied with these directives. Legal complexities and recent development. Recent developments such as the High Court of Enugu State declaring the proscription of IPOB as a terrorist organization illegal and null and void contribute to the complex legal landscape surrounding Kanu's case. The court's assertion that self-determination agitation is legal in Nigeria challenges the government narrative, further intensifying the legal and political tug-of-war. In conclusion, the allegations made by Okechukwu Isugozoro shine the light on the shadowy dimension of the Nnamdi Kanu case, suggesting that political considerations and electoral dynamics might be influencing the stance of certain Southeast leaders. As the situation continues to unfold, there is a pressing need for transparency, accountability, and adherence to legal processes to ensure a just resolution to this high-profile and politically charged matter. The coming weeks and months will likely provide more clarity on the true motivations behind these allegations and the potential impact on Nnamdi Kanu's faith. Now I'm going to say this. First of all, I do not know, but I know that people are working. Now, if they are going to come out and start saying, they should not release him now, please, when will this going to be released? Okay, after this election now, this number election, believe you me, something will come up again. This man should be released. This man don't stay for that place more than